Hello everyone, welcome back to Order 13. My job at the Amazon warehouse from hell continues. So this is the jobs with horror mixed in subgenre that I was trying to come up with a name for last stream. And I think I was planning on coming up with a funny name between streams and I just forgot. So I do not remember what I was trying to do, but it's the kind of job horror genre, which is stuff like Mortuary Assistant, Zoocosis, Five Nights at Freddy's, where you have to do a certain amount of routine tasks while also not being killed. Genre. A genre genre. Part-time terror. I like part-time terror. Routine horror. These are all incredible names. The goal of this game is to complete a certain amount of Amazon orders, and I believe you need to get to the final area, which requires you to buy a certain amount of passes that allow you to get deeper and deeper into the facility. Also, as you can tell, there's a cat. There's a lot of cat-based stuff in this game. You can customize your cat. My god, it's going faster. Is every time I switch backwards and forwards, does the hat get faster? It is absolutely zoom in. Oh, I slowed it down. That's a shame. Oh, is it a random speed every time you swap to the hat? I think it is. Let me try and get a fast one again. Oh, that is so slow. Give me a fast hat. Too slow. Too slow. Dang it. But anyway, yeah, you can customize the appearance of your cat. This is the cat that we decided to go with, called Chat. It's got a nice little mustache, but there's a couple of other ways this cat can look. I have grown attached to our mustachioed feline, though. So we're definitely going to stick with this. I guess I'll continue and talk about the game as we play. Wow, that's a little bit loud, huh? Let me turn the game a little bit lower. There we go. So, here we are, in our little office. There is a time limit when you play the nights of this game. However, the time does not advance when you're inside your office here. Hello? So we have all the time in the world to be in this office. However, if we venture out into the warehouse, then time does advance. What is the form our timer takes? The timer is our cat's happiness. As soon as we leave the room, you can see in the bottom left, our cat begins to get grumpy. And so when we enter the room again, wow, what happened to the cat? When we enter the room again, there it is. The happiness begins to stabilize. So what we need to do is we need to complete the day's orders as fast as possible so that our cat does not get upset. And then when we have finished enough orders and the cat is just about to get very sad, then we end the day by sleeping. And the goal is to make enough money for this quota, which is $285. The cat makes a very scary noise when the time is about to run out, which has scared me a great many times. Let's pick up our inventory. There we go. We can also pick up a picture of our cat if we really want to just walk around with the cat. But the flashlight and the scanner are way more useful. What happens when the timer runs out? So I haven't actually had the timer run out yet, but the game describes when you try to end your day, the bed says money. Oh, it doesn't say this anyway. When you try and sleep and you've met your quota, it says that while your cat is still alive, you can continue. Which makes me feel like the cat literally dies when it gets unhappy. It dies of sadness. I think that is how it works. So in terms of our cat's happiness, you can see it says 435 is our max happiness. We've got it boosted a little bit over the top because we've been petting the cat. But what we can do is we can also buy stuff that makes the cat happier. So we can increase the maximum cat happiness by buying a ball toy, for example, buying a nicer food bowl, stuff like that. But really importantly, what we can buy with money is stuff like this, the basement certificate. Now these, importantly, let us go to new parts of the game. And this is vital because I think the way that you actually beat this game is by buying these certificates to get all the way down to HR. And then when you get to HR, then you can actually progress and beat the game, I think. Because I thought that this would be a Five Nights at Freddy's situation where you just need to survive a number of nights. However, there's a achievement on Steam which is for beating the game in under 6 shifts. And then another achievement for not beating the game in 12 shifts, I think. So the speed at which you can complete this game is entirely up to you, as long as you lock in and make money. So we do want to buy these certificates, as that is how we progress through the game. So I do want to save up $800, and we have $100 left over. However, in order to really get a good amount of work done, we will need to buy some cat food, because this will top up our cat's happiness midway through the shift by feeding our cat. Otherwise, we'll get very little time to do the orders we need and to make the money we need. So we do need to invest in some cat food so that we can feed chat. Otherwise, our shift will be cut short. Now, we have $57 left. Do I want to buy some extra stuff for our cat? I could buy you a scratching pole, or we could save up the $57 to try and afford to go to HR. You know what? That's a pretty bad scratching pole. I'm going to treat you, chat. I'm going to buy you something nice. Wow, what happened to the screen then? God, why is it so blurry? Oh, God. I'm going to buy something nice for you. I'll buy you a nicer scratching pole. Here we go. Scratching post with toys? Ooh la la. Okay, so that's the old scratching pole. Oh, wow. What a fancy scratching pole. It's flippin' circular. Aren't you spoiled rotten? And you can see now our maximum happiness is 490. So that's a good amount more happiness. All right, well, with all the cat care out of the way, it's just time to do some flippin' work. So which one of these do we want to go to? We want to ideally do a couple of these at a time. We can do 2 at a time at the moment. Next time, maybe we want to invest in some better technology so that we can do more than 2 at a time. Can you jump? So you actually can't jump in this game. You can crouch, but you can't jump. The lack of a jump does limit our options quite a bit. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to try and do a shift right now. I'm going to explain to you some little things I found. So I did actually test this offline to see if there were any ways I could break the game, just, you know, for speedrun purposes. And I noticed a few things, but nothing groundbreaking. So as I just said, you can't jump, which does limit our ability to platform on things quite a lot. However, we don't necessarily need to jump because our character is actually pretty good at walking up stuff. So we can get kind of high up by just rubbing ourselves on objects. However, I haven't really found anything useful that I can do by walking up stuff right now. There are also some stairs that let us get higher up in the rafters here of the warehouse. So let me find one of those sets of stairs for you now. So that I can show you. Can you pet the cat? I have actually pet the cat a couple of times already. Like, uh-oh. Our boss is here. You hear those wet slapping feet? That is actually nothing other than Jeffrey Bezos himself, coming to check on the workers in his warehouse. Now although he is our boss, he's not the most friendly guy in the world. So we probably don't want to say hello to him right now. We probably want to just get on with the job. Now, the warehouse is actually randomly generated every time you play. So I do not know where the stairs are to get up higher. I kind of need to scout them out. Oh, there's Jeff. You see him down there? There's our main man, Jeff. Okay, is that a set of stairs? It is indeed. Okay, let's go up those stairs. Now, a thing I discovered when I was messing about is that it is actually very generous, much like you can walk up boxes, and it is pretty generous in that way. The game is pretty generous with when you're on a ledge versus when you're off a ledge. So, if we say wanted to... Oh, this is actually a really bad example to show. But, for example, if we were trying to get up some stairs and we were trying to walk along these barriers, we would be able to walk around the edge and not fall off. Our feet kind of stick to the floor, and we can actually stay on there a lot longer than you would think, which would mean that we could potentially do some tricky platforming to get to places that we shouldn't be. However... Oh, here comes Jeff. There he is! However, in all my experiments, I didn't really find anything that would be useful. Let's just hide, so that Jeffrey can't do anything bad to us. Okay, I think he's just gotten confused. Let's leave. Now, another thing I noticed was that there are very limited physics in this game. Physics objects are another thing that can often break games. However, this game, almost everything is glued down. So you'll see, like, these boxes have no physics, and the boxes that you collect in order to do your deliveries actually also don't have physics. They are basically just completely ethereal. If we opened up this and we got one of these boxes out, and then we dropped it on the floor, our character would just walk straight through it. They wouldn't interact with it at all. So my second hope was that I could maybe clip out of bounds using physics objects. That doesn't seem to be possible either, because the physics objects just do not interact with our character. I did find one object that did have physics objects, though. And that was that there's a box that flies at you as part of a jump scare that can randomly happen. And if you move against that box, it can have physics objects a bit. For like a second, it can have physics objects. But then it seems to become unmovable. So the game really is limited in terms of ways to break it that I have found. However, because we know that you can complete the game by getting into the final area, which is below us, my hope is that if I did find a way to maybe break the game or clip out of bounds, I could probably clip directly down into like the final area and beat the game on the first shift. And that would be pretty good if we could make that happen. I just don't know how possible that is to achieve. Just to demonstrate to you, chat, this is, for example, the first basement. And then you can go to the lower basement and then to HR. These are the areas of the game. HR, I believe, is the final area. There is a second Jeffrey down here. There is yet another Jeff down here who is also not very friendly. And we have investigated the second basement, and there is a third Jeff there as well. This is just... Here he comes. You know what? Let's let Jeffrey kill me. There we go. Now let's do this for real. That was just so that you could get a feel for the mechanics. Thank you, Clockwork Clown, for subscribing for 10 months, saying I'm 10 months old. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Muppet Missile for subscribing for their 21st month, saying clocking in at the fulfillment warehouse. Let's get that bread at the fulfillment warehouse. Okay, we do need to re-buy the stuff that we bought last time, though. So let's just do that real quick. Now, the scanner upgrade, the large backpack, and the running shoes would all be pretty nice to get. However, if we get one of these, I don't think we can get the certificate for the basement. Yeah, we can't. And we do want to make progress as soon as possible down to that basement, because as we get lower and lower down, the goods that we can buy are, the goods that we can ship are worth more and more money. So it's really worth it to make progress down the warehouse as fast as possible. So I'm going to buy the basement certificate. I would love to buy the large backpack or the scanner upgrade, but we just simply cannot afford it. Okay, let's just put this here for now. You know what? I am not going to buy you the scratching pole this time. We are going to actually save up. We're going to... What about our scratching post, father? I'm going to buy you the nice food, but I'm actually going to save the scratching post, and I'm just going to get working. Just so that we have a better chance of buying something like the scanner upgrade next time. Alright, so which of these do we want to go for? If you don't know, because you weren't here last time, these codes are where the box we need to find is located, and this is a code that we need to put into a kind of keypad in order to get the goods. So these are very difficult to remember, but you can scan one. You can scan one so that you don't need to remember it. If I upgraded the scanner, I would be able to scan two, I assume. So let's pick two of these that are close to each other. I guess A202 and C202 are probably pretty close. So A202 looks like a candy cane, going from left to right. I'll remember that, and I'll scan C202. Okay, A202, C202. Let's go. Have you been studying the alphabet for this? I must confess I've been slouching on my alphabet studying. I have not been studying. Okay, let's get to A202. I think it's this way. Okay, these are the ones. Where are the twos? Are the twos at the opposite end? I don't know the layout of the basement as well as I do the main warehouse. Okay, there's Jeff. Jeff 2. This Jeff is spelt G-E-O-F. It's the Geoff. Yeah, okay, so okay, here we go. So the twos are on the far side of the warehouse. So actually, there's A2 and there's C2, so we're pretty close. Yeah, this is a Geoffrey, rather than a Jeffrey. Round we go. Okay, we're nearly at C202. Whoopsie. Oh, god damn it, there had to be boxes blocking this off. I guess we'll get the A202 first. Alright, Jeff is ages away, so let's just do this real quick. Nice. Backpack it. Don't mind me, sir, don't mind me. I can open this for the future. That's how to get down to the second basement. Okay. There's our second item. Now we just gotta get out of here. Where is he? Oh no! Oh no! Oh sugar! I've died already, haven't I? No, I'm safe. God, that was close though. Did I drop the other item? Did I drop my goods? I think I may have done. I was very, very scared. Okay, 1 second. Did I drop it? Where did I drop it? If I did drop it, where? I think I maybe tried to sprint and dropped my item. Where is it? Behind you to the right of the hiding spot. Okay, so where I was. Oh yeah, there it is. Thanks very much, chatter. Much appreciated. I would have wandered off for ages otherwise. So that is very much appreciated. All right, here's the way back up to the warehouse. Nice. Wow, we are already halfway through our cat happiness. That is pretty scary. I don't think I pet the cat this time. So we'll have to do it now. Okay, here we go. There we go, a little bit of free happiness. Let's pack these tools. Pack it. Ship it. Send it. There's one. Let's get our second item out. Pack it. Seal it. Send it. Nice. Right, so we are a little bit under halfway of our quota. How much does this... I don't think this will fill up your happiness all the way. No, it doesn't, but it's close. Okay, enjoy your food, my dear. Let's pick some new orders. Right. He feeds... I fed you, chat. You can no longer complain that I don't feed you. You've had the medium quality cat food. What a treat. Thank you, Acid BQC, for subscribing for your 6th month. Thank you very much for the half year. I hope you've been enjoying yourself. We will complain either way. I appreciate the honesty. Only medium quality? What, do you think I'm made out of cat food? All right, let's have a look here. So G2, B2, H2. Well, I mean, we've got an H1 and an H2. Now, you would think that those would be close together, but not really, right? Because the second part of the warehouse is quite far away. So I don't think I want to go H1, H2. I think I want to stick to the ones which are all 2. Okay, 1 minute. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I think I'm going to go for the B and the G. And it's G201. B202 should be easy to remember. And it's like a Tetris piece from the top left down the middle. B202 should be easy. And I've got my G201 stored on my scanner. H1 is next to the entrance. Well, here's the thing. We're probably going to do another run after this. So we can always get H1. We can always get H1 if we need to in a third attempt. Like a third... Oh yeah, there's H1. We can get that next time. Especially if we have another one that is a 1 shelf. Where is he? Oh, he's in the 2s? Oh, God. God, he's got good eyesight, hasn't he? He's much more observant than the other Jeff. The other Jeff in the warehouse is blind as a bat. This one, though, He means business. And that's why he's the boss. Are you going back into the 2s? God damn it, Jeff. Geoff. He might be friendly. Here's the thing. I'm wondering if there's a way to glitch them. Because when you get jump scared, there's kind of like a slight delay. Oh, here's G2. There's like a slight delay, and I wonder if it's possible to... God damn it. Wait, 1 second. Whoa, 1 second. Okay, I could do that. And so I wonder if it's possible to break him in some way. Okay, let's head to the Bs. It was B202. Wait, am I... It was Bs, right? Yes. All right. All right, where is he? Where's Jeff? Where's Geoff? I can hear him. I can't quite see him. Is he blocking my way back? Oh. Rude. I think I saw someone commenting last time. That they thought that the flashlight flickering on and off was me being scared. But no, the game does that flickering effect all on its own. Delete him with the nail gun. I would love if I could use the nail gun as a weapon. You can throw. There's like a button to throw stuff. And I think I tried throwing something at the monster in the first stream, but it didn't really do anything. I was hoping it would like stun him, but it didn't really do anything. God. He's just stopped moving, hasn't he? Where is he? It's so creepy. It's so creepy that I can't hear anything. Okay, he started moving again. Oh, there he is. He walked past us. Okay, we should have a clean run back. Oh, I think he's coming over here again. Nice. Oh! Okay, nice. We can finally escape. We want McDonald's? My God, you really are my children now. We've got McDonald's at home. It's called DIY Nail Gun. Here we go. Here's your McDonald's. In it goes. Come here. Okay, seal it, ship it, send it. Oh, I just got an achievement. Ship 10 items from basement 1. Feed Geoff. If Geoff wants some food, he should stop being so flippin' rude. Okay, I am slightly worried about our money situation. It seems like it takes quite a while to get down to basement 1 and to get back. And we have less than half of the cat's happiness. So, do you think what we should do is maybe just go to H1, which is right by the entrance, and just grab H1 really quick? Or do you reckon we can do 2? I think we could maybe do 2. maybe what we do is we go down there, we grab H1 immediately, and if we feel like we could maybe risk a second one, then we consider it. But if not, if we just want to cut our losses and get out of there, then we've already got H1. What would be the next best one? Maybe D204? Okay, all I've got to do is remember H103. And it's, I mean, that is a very awkward shape, isn't it? It's like a sideways T Tetris piece, but the middle bit has fallen out to the left. There's got to be an easier way of remembering that. But this is our backup, is B1D204. And that is the one we're going to go for, is B1H103. Feed us? I'm afraid you've already eaten your food. Your food has already been eaten. I'm not buying an additional food. Oh god. Of course you're camping out the entrance. Alright, there goes Gyoff. There's H104. There's H103. Right, so the thing we want is directly above us. And Gyoff is over there. Shall I go for it? Let's go for it. Okay, we've got a bunny rabbit. I'm going to go for my extra one. I'm going to try and get the D2. D204, of course there's boxes here, flippin' heck. Alright, here we go. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here. We are cutting it pretty close, I'm gonna be honest. Oh god. The cat is sad. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit scary. God. We just really need Gyoff to leave us alone. There's a real game of cat and mouse, so to speak, where I need to make sure he's gone far enough away that I can sneak. I can sneak back around. There's where we need to get to. Where is he? God. Alright, this is very, very scary. I might just need to make a run for it soon. Alright. We're running. We're running. Did I drop? No, I didn't drop it. Thank God. All that would have been for nothing. And we are back. We're back. Whew. No problem. No problem. God, imagine if I just sent an empty box. Very nice. You see? It was all calculated. I knew exactly what I was doing. Pet us? I mean, I can if I can find you. Where are you? Chat? There you are. Ship it. Oh, I forgot to put the sticker on. And you see, that's why I don't pet the cat. Because I petted the cat and forgot to put the sticker on. Ah. I should never let chat distract me. I was locked in on the job. Okay, so do you reckon we can do one more? Let's go to sleep. That was your own attention deficit. No postal sticker. I'm amazed that we only got fined $13 for no postal sticker, because what that means is that we just put a box with no label at all, and we just put it out on the street and hoped it would find its way to its rightful owner. But apparently it did, and we only got slightly punished. $355 is absurd. That is so much money. How the heck are we gonna afford that? Okay, the items in Basement 2 better be worth like $150 each. Otherwise, there's no way we're getting $355. Alright, let's do some shopping first. I think I should... You know what? I think in order to make our journeys more efficient, I think we need to maybe invest in the large backpack. Then we can pick up 3 items at a time, so that we can be doing 3 items per run. And especially now that we're going all the way down to the basement, the second basement, I feel like we're gonna want those extra items, right? So, yeah, but I can't get the big backpack and the scanner. I don't have enough. So I'm gonna buy the big backpack, and I think what I'll do is I will buy some stuff for you, chat. I'll buy a regular cat food. You know what? I'm gonna buy high quality cat food. There we go. And a cheap cat toy. I bought cheap cat food instead. Well, I guess there's just extra food for you today, chat. Let's go down to Basement 2, I guess. Alright, we do have our first Basement 2 orders coming in. In fact, they're all Basement 2. Okay, we got 1 Basement 1. I do think it's gonna be, I do think it is going to be... These are only worth 100. I mean, I guess that is double, almost double what something from Basement 1 is worth. Instead of cheap cat food, you could have gotten us McDonald's. What is McDonald's if not cheap cat food? Right, so what do I want to do here? I guess the Basement 1 is pretty easy. It's like that kind of Tetris piece there, K202. It's a pretty easy to remember set of numbers as well. Now, in terms of the second basement, I guess E and G would be good, right? That's pretty easy to remember. It's like a Y, a capital Y, E104. Okay, E104 in the second basement. K202. All right, and then I've got the other one scanned. So K202, Tetris piece, E104. All right, here goes nothing, chat. This is going to be my first time trying to actually get anything in Basement 2. So I'm slightly scared. Where's Gyoff? I don't see him, but I sure do hear him. God damn it, if only that cone wasn't there. Alright, I'm heading all the way over to the 2s so that we can get K202. Here we go. Nice, stick it in there. Right, now we go to the doorway to basement number 2. Down we go, descending down into the second basement. Now, does anyone remember the one that isn't G? It was E, right? E something? E1... Okay, E14. Well, here we go. Here's E1. I hear someone splashing about. Oh, that's so loud. Where is he? Oh, there he is. What is it? Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to have to wait for this individual to pass, I think. Oh, wow. I'm so glad I didn't try and rush the buttons. Yeah, so I think there's 2. I think there's 2 on this floor. Can you leave? All right. E104. I wonder if he can see... I wonder if he can see the flashlight. I've never really noticed if they can see the flashlight or not. But maybe they can. All right, here we go. Okay, and then it's G103. G103. There's B, C, D, E, F, G, right? G103. O2, O1. What? Okay, so it's over this side. O3. Where is he? We need to figure out what this guy's name is. If he's not Jeff or Gyoff. What? Oh, G4? G4? How does this basement have 4? Oh, man. I didn't know that this basement went up to 4. All right, we're going to have to find G1, I guess. A4? This is my first time properly exploring this second basement, so I don't really know my way around. Okay, we're back to the 1s. So I guess one side has the 1s and the 4s, and the other side has the 2s and the 3s? Guess that's how this floor works? Okay, so we've got to find G1. Yeah, I know. I wonder if that flashlight... If the flashlight flickering means anything. Like, is it telling us that like, the cat's happiness has passed a certain threshold? Or is it just random? Or does it mean the monster is close? Okay, this is where we want to be, but I don't know where the monster is. Oh, he's He's over there. We've got a while. All right, here we go. Right, now we just got to get out. Yes, I know you crave my attention, chat. And I am... What is going on with that bag? I am rapidly approaching your location. I'm working my way back... God, what is with this bag? I am working my way back up to you. Good God! Gollum. Return of Gollum. After all this time. Is there another way out over there? So that I can sneak past this guy? Yes. There is. Nice. Very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we should have a clear shot back now to the cat, but you can see what I mean. It is very scary going all the way down to basement 2. Because I have to be so far away from the cat that if we get in a difficult position, it gets pretty hairy. Right, put that bag in the box. Seal it up. Seal it, ship it, send it. A 103 smackaroos. Gorgeous. Don't forget the I'm not going to forget the tag again. I've learned my lesson. We do at least have a lot of cat food this time. This entire box just for one little packet of pills. Is this a tycoon game? It's a job horror game. Where you have to do a job and also not die. Right, so we are like pretty healthily near our goal now. So I guess what I will do is I will give you the high quality cat food. Right, and you are still not that happy, so I will give you the cheap cat food as well. Wow. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. This is kind of scary. But it's all in the second basement. It's all in the second basement. Yeah, you've been fed. You've been fed so much, chat. Look how broke I am. I have $1.50 to my name because of how much I fed you. Thank you to BioSens7 for cheering 100 bits. Saying, I may have broken stream elements by trying to make it calculate a number over 2 million times larger than the integer limit. That'll do it. That'll do it. That's pretty crazy. I guess good job for breaking stream elements. The dollar menu exists at McDonald's. I guess I could take you to McDonald's and get you a dollar cheeseburger. Okay, so there is, I would say, probably 0 chance that I'm going to be able to get all 3 of the orders that I can carry in one run. So what is the least resistance here? I mean, A102, that should be pretty easy to find, and it's also a pretty easy to remember shape. A $1 cheeseburger split 219 ways. So the chat all get 1 sesame seed each. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, H, J, and K are all very close to each other. But I'm probably not going to be able to get all three anyway. JK and Ella even better? I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get three. Of all of these, this is the hardest shape to remember, right? This one. If I went for K1, if I went for these three, these are pretty easy to remember. It's the two at the side and the two at the top, opposite ways. I only need to get one of these to actually pass the day, but what I really want to do is to be saving up money big time, so that I can get stuff like an upgraded scanner. Okay, K102. L101. Okay, chat, try and remember some of these, okay? K102. L101. J102. You don't need to remember J102, I've got it on my scanner. H104, I guess. A102, L101. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. And hope that we can get 2 items before needing to retreat. Okay, I think if all I want to do is get down to the basement, the second basement, that this is the fastest way. To cut around the side like this. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's probably a pretty smart way of doing that. We're now in basement 2. By the way, there's HR, which is the final place we need to go. J102. God. There's, What are we calling this guy? The cage-headed Jeff? Punished Jeff? H1. Okay, some of them are in H, right? Don't we have a package we can maybe get in L, but it had a really complicated pattern. I remember it had a really complicated pattern. You know what? Because he's going over there, I'm going to go for the A one. Wasn't it like this? No. What was this one? Does anyone remember what was this one? I'm not looking. I'm not looking. It's trying to scare me. I refuse to be scared. I reject your scares, game. Okay, there's H. There's I. Alright, here we go. Of course J has to be blocked off with boxes. K. K. Was it K101? Should we just get all three? Think we can, right? All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, I have to get back. And I know I can get back with this much time, because we did it last time. But it'll be a little bit tight. Where is he? But what I don't like about this guy is he's fast and he can tell where we are. He's observant. Like, I think if I left right now, he would immediately know where I am. No? Alright. Alright, so far so good. Alright, let's go. Now we've just got to get past Gyoff, and we're back. There he is. There's Gyoff. He's actually going the... Yeah, okay, chat. It's fine, okay? It's fine. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Don't even worry. Look at this amazing routing. Routing. No sweat. We are gonna get, like, almost double our quota. Thank God I got the bag that lets me get 3 items. Amazing. Honestly, if it gave me an item in the ground floor warehouse, I could probably do another one. But it's not gonna. It's not gonna be so generous. Send it. Seal it, stamp it, send it. Next one. Just a human brain. Pack it up. I want McNuggies. There we go. Wow, 577. The combination of the second floor basement and the bag that can contain 3 items just absolutely blew the doors off this quota. You know what? I'm gonna go to bed looking at both you and also a picture of you. Just double cat. Incredible. Okay, we should be able to do that if that last day is... Just waking up and the cat is right there immediately. We should be able to do this quota. Now, I want to not buy too much today, because we need to be saving up for the HR certificate. So I'm going to buy the scanner upgrade, so that we can store 3 tickets. Okay, we don't even really need to memorize anything now. Memory is so last year. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy you a scratching pole. To increase your happiness a little bit. I'm gonna buy you a ball toy. Wow. You are so spoiled. And then I'm gonna buy you some food and we're just gonna go. We gotta save this money. You know what we could do? All right. We're going to have a big money day today. Okay, I've invested in all the food. You're going to be eating well. We're going to try and do like 9 orders today. We're going to just absolutely stack the business in. We've got you some normal food and some high quality food. And we're just going to pile the orders in. We're going to try and do 9. Okay, so what do we want to do? A bunch of these are 2. A2, G2, I2. So they should be all roughly in the same part of the warehouse. All right, let's go. Put 1 on the printer. Put 1 on the printer? I don't know what that means, sorry. Little Anarchist has cheered 200 bits to say, at some point, can we see what happens when the cat's happiness runs out? I guess so. The only issue is that now that the cat happiness is so high, it would take ages for the cat happiness to run out. I should have maybe done it on a new game. Print an order and leave it on the printer. Oh, you think you can do that and then you can get a cheeky extra 1? That would be pretty good tech. If you could get a cheeky extra order by printing it out but not hanging it up. I like your thinking, chat. I'll try. I'll try. Right, down to basement 2. Now, I think all of these are on this side. Yeah, here's the 2s. Okay, well, G201 is our first one. Scared me. Scared me quite a lot. I'll grab that when he's passed. What's our next one? L and I guess? Don't stand there! Don't stand there! Move! Can I just take... Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder if you can break the game by just taking duplicates. Alright, I-203. Ow! Okay, so I-203 over there, that's my... Right there, that's my next destination. Did he just say help? You mean the monster? Maybe. If the cat happiness runs out, you die? Well, if the cat happiness runs out, the cat dies, apparently, right? I don't know if we actually had it run out ourselves. The tutorial just said so. By the way, this is what I was talking about our character being able to walk up on stuff and it kind of being a little bit awkward. See that kind of, like, juddering? That is our character walking up on stuff. Where's Punished Jeff? He's gone over there. Alright, L-shaped Tetris block. 2. Next up is L. L201. Let's head over. L201. Okay, this updated scanner is OP. It's so good. Having all 3 saved. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm a little bit concerned that the guy hasn't started walking, so I don't know where he is. Okay, I can hear him, and he's ages away. Alright, let's get out of here. Basement 1 is so not scary anymore. Now that I know I can just take that shortcut round the side. Oh, he is close, though. What was that? Jeff, are you playing piano? Play Moonlight Sonata. He's so talented. It's amazing what he can do with that stump. All right, see you, Jeff. God damn it. Wow. Our cat is not even half unhappy. Wow. Okay, let's pack these up. We are gonna have such a big money day. Why is his voice so angelic? You know what? I bet he can hit those high notes. We've heard the sounds Jeff makes. I bet he can absolutely bang out a lovely high note. Okay, pack that brain, handle with care. All right, so we're already like way over halfway of what we need to actually do. And our cat is over half happiness left, and we haven't even used any of the food yet. I'm gonna actually use the regular cat food just to nearly top it off. And then we're gonna go on another expedition. Hello. Wow, I haven't actually pet you yet this run. It's crazy. All right, let's try the strategy from the chat. Wow, you really can get an extra 1. All right, what are we gonna do here? I think what we wanna do is we wanna do A204, E201, and E202. Oh, we can't scan it. Can I replace it? I can't. Okay, so we just need to remember. So we actually cannot scan all 3. Because it just tries to drag it. But E201 and E202 are right next to each other, so that should be pretty easy. All we got to remember is that E202 is the T-shaped Tetris piece, and it's against the right-hand wall. That should be fine. All right, we can make this happen. Let's go. I can hear Jeff. Is he just right next to the stairs? I'm new here. What are you doing right now? We are playing Order 13. Kind of like an Amazon warehouse horror game. Where you need to complete orders to make money and look after your cat, all while being hunted by a Jeffrey Bezos himself. Well, not just Jeff, a variety of Jeffs. It's Jorah. Okay, chat seems to have really lent into Jorah as the genre name for job-based horror. So I guess we'll commit to Jorah as well. It's a Jorah game. Right, grab that. Grab that. Okay, now we're heading to the A2s. A204. This is pretty good. Where is he? I don't want to make any sudden movements if Punished Jeff is waiting for me. Where is he? He sounds super close, but I don't see him. Oh, he's there. That's actually quite far away. Alright, now we just gotta get out of here. Oh god, he's right there though. Oh man. Where's the way out? It's all the way up at the other end. I don't like that. Alright, Geoff. Alright, we good. Nice. Now, the only thing that can stand between us and victory is Geoff on the first basement. But we are going to do another... Is he right here? Playing piano again. A beautiful symphony. Just for us. Are the chat currently doing bets on if I will survive? Because I know you enjoyed that last time. Oh, he's on his way. He's on his way. Keep going. Bit moving. Run. The thing is, we have absolutely abysmal stamina. So, for example, if I tried to run to this, I wouldn't be able to. And if he sees me, he can run forever. So, it's really not a good option to run unless you know the coast is clear. However, the coast was clear, it seems. There is also another Jeff that lives up in this warehouse, but he's very rarely all the way up here. There we go. Nice. Tape it. Sticker it. Send it. Ship it. Nice. Put this in. Tape it. Sticker it. I can't wait to see what our money is like after I do all of this. Tape it. Sticker it. Send it. Alright. I'm a little bit worried that I see my OBS... The screen of my computer that has OBS on it keeps making... Like, I think it keeps flickering in some way. Which is worrying to me. Again, I am currently concerned about my computer's stability, so that is a very concerning turn of events. But hopefully we're fine. What is my money at now? It is at 619. So if I ended the day now, I could afford the basement. Or I could afford to go to HR, which I think is the end of the game. However, we're going to push our luck, because we also want to get, you know, extra cat things. We want to get all the goodies. So I am going to keep printing orders. And we're going to keep going. I may as well print another order. Alright, there we go. Yeah, hopefully my computer doesn't go boom. I would prefer it if it did not go boom. Computer stability, what about mental stability? Oh, that ship has sailed a long time ago. I can afford a basement, every Gen Z looking for housing. So true, too real. Meow to you as well. Alright. So, what do we have here? H2, K2, J2, J2. Well, we've got 2 J2s. So that's easily done. And I guess an H? I guess these are our next 3. Now, we do have the expensive cat food. How much does that recover your happiness by? Honestly, not as much as I thought. I thought that that would maybe max out your happiness, but not quite. Meow. Right. I guess we just go for it, right? And I'm going to actually be a little bit careful. If we do not get all 3, it's not the end of the world. Let's just make as much money as we can. But surviving is priority number 1. Pet us? I've literally just pet you. It's literally the last thing that just happened. Not good enough? What are you guys turning down the quality of my patting on that head? It's top quality stuff. How dare you? Tanking my TripAdvisor rating. Okay, let's head for the J's. J202 first. Of course it's blocked off. I wonder if it deliberately picks places that are blocked off. Uh-oh. Sorry. I needed somewhere to hide, and the place I thought was accessible was not. Okay, he's over there somewhere. J204 is my next spot. Wow, yeah, all the hiding places around there are blocked off, so I'm a little bit scared. This is not an ideal hiding spot, but any hiding spot is better than none. What is the other thing I'm looking for? H. Okay. H203. So, just up there is the next one I'm looking for. Okay, okay, so I'm guessing a trait of this guy is that he just loves to stand directly in front of you and block you off. I guess that's just a thing that this guy does. Yeah, look, he's doing it again. Very annoying. When can I buy a weapon? When can I buy, like, a slingshot to shoot this guy? So annoying. Okay, he's getting quite far away, which is good. Okay, I think H203 is where I want to go. It is. It's kind of diamond star pattern. Next one is this. Easy for you to say. There he is. There's the other one. All right, let's go. Let's go. Try not drop my third item. And let's get out of here. Where is he? Where's Gyoff? He's over there. Nice. Oh, Golem's back. Going Golem mode. All right. Now, unless the Jeff that lives in the ground floor warehouse decides to troll me massively, we should be safe. There we go. Now, this is very annoying because we still have 190 cat happiness, which is just enough that it feels almost tempting to try and do another one. Right? It's like just on the line of temptation. Golem won the argument. No, if Golem won the argument, he wouldn't be crawling around on his hands and knees in an Amazon fulfillment warehouse. That's classic loser behavior. All right, let's regroup. We nearly have $1,000. If we finish one more order, we will have $1,000. Let's print out some more orders and see if any of these are in, like, basement 1. Damn it. I don't think we want to risk it. Yeah, we know we have enough for HR. I mean, we have enough for HR and then a bunch more money. Okay, you know what? Let's end the day. Let's end the day. We have enough to get HR, 800. And then we also have enough for, like, a bunch of cat toys and stuff. Okay, let's just go. Please fix stream. What does that mean? Nice. 525, no big deal. No big deal. Right, let us buy HR. Where is it? There it is. Gives you access to HR containing high-value items. Very nice. Now, I'm assuming... Who cares? Buy me a toy, damn it. Bottom text. Good job. Please give me some food. Wait a minute. Are these certificates written by the cat? Was the cat our boss all along? Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to get to HR and it's like your boss has a performance review and it's the cat sat behind a desk? Undercover Boss Chat Edition. Alright, well, if we are going to get a performance review from the cat, I guess we need to make sure that the cat likes us. Wow. It's kind of a shame that it's underneath that. If I buy you the cat sofa, will that no longer be the case? Yeah, there we go. Now we can see the little mouse again. I don't like that the welcome mat is so disgusting. What can I do? to make this nicer. Oh, I can't buy the automated food dispenser? I'll buy the mouse toy instead. There we go. Anything else? Oh, I forgot to buy food. I guess I'll buy high-quality cat food. There we go. We did have excess happiness last time. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, our cat is an extremely happy bunny. 800 happiness. Let's print off some orders. Very good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore HR, because I don't know how you're supposed to end the game, but I am guessing you need to get into HR to end the game. So let's just explore and see what is in HR. I've already pet the cat. There we go. But I guess I'll scan some stuff just in case. So what we discovered last time is that the number 4, these are all in the same part of the warehouse. So I'm going to scan all the 4s, and we're just going to go for that. But let's see what is in HR. I am so curious what is going to be in HR. And why are there items that we can ship from HR? Is it just going to be all body parts? Because it is human resources after all. Right, here we go. Easy. Down we go. Now this big set of double doors is HR. So all we need to do is find a way to get to that door. And I think we just do it by looping around, like, through here. Well, we should go this way, because this is where our items actually are. Yeah, if we go around here, that'll take us to HR. Go. I'm getting wet socks. Socks have been wetted. And then I guess when I've had a peek, then I can come back and do these orders if we choose to. Oh, we're going upstairs. Oh god, I immediately see a Jeff. Yep, it sure is human resources. They were not kidding. Code for current month. Monthly exit code rotation. 5660. Oh god. So, do we need to find an exit door? And the code is 5660? Or is that in the warehouse? I wonder if that's in the warehouse. You know, where we start? I can see Jeff's little booty and Dr. Jeff. All right, Dr. Jeff. Excuse me. We haven't seen Dr. Jeff's face yet. What is squeaking? God. God, can I see your face, please? Not yet. There's so much squeaking in this part of the map. I'll need a clearer shot of what Dr. Jeff looks like. Maybe next time, if we go down here again. Okay. Let's look for D403 first. That's B4. Get out of here, punished Jeff. The squeak noise is from opening doors above. Opening doors above? Higher up the facility? Maybe. D403, so that's what we want. Love your VODs. Sorry, love your vids, and you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. I will have another video coming out soon, I do promise. I had another one in the works, but I did lose some data from a hard drive failure, so it got delayed a smidge. But I'm working on a new video in its place, until I get that data back. Okay, K404. Wait, I'm back at 2s? Oh no, no, sorry, I got confused. Where's K? I can't wait to see it. Well, the K404. The next video is going to be dog percent. And I don't know if you know what dog percent is, but it is a speedrun to find a dog. And I did those a couple of months ago. I was always going to make a video out of it, but I was going to try and do a better run on stream. I think what I might do now is maybe do a better run off stream and then just make that video. I'm already editing it down now, and it is very funny. It's a very funny video. So it is to find a dog in the real world. So playing GeoGuessr, but not trying to find where we are in the world. We're only interested in finding a dog. And we have to find a dog in every single round as fast as possible. So if you don't know, in GeoGuessr, there are 5 rounds per game. So we had to find 5 dogs in each round. Yeah, no, it was very fun because there was a bunch of strategies we were formulating as we went. Like, maybe we want to go towards parks, maybe parks will have a dog, or if there aren't any parks, maybe we need to look in the windows of houses for dogs that are like looking out the window. Then, because we are limited to only using official maps, it became stuff like, okay, so what countries that have an official map on GeoGuessr will have the most dogs? And stuff like that. There was a load of really fun strategies that we came up with. And it's a very fun stream. Have you ever found a dog in a window? We did find a dog in a window at least once, I think. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this. I'm going to send all of my items. And then I'm going to try and input the exit code. I'm going to look around for doors and see if there are any doors I can put a code into and leave. and see if that lets me complete the game. In you go, super cool. A cat, please. Now, we did actually find a couple of cats when we were playing Dog Percent, but the issue with cats is that cats are primarily indoor animals. So it would be a lot of looking in windows. Whereas in Dog Percent, a lot of the time you would be surprised by a dog. Just a dog hanging out. I think Cat Percent would be a lot more limited. Alright, I'm going to go and look for a door. Do you want to come with me? Okay, that looks like it's an exit. It has a keypad. There is a keypad. 5660. You endured 10 days in the warehouse before escaping. Now the exit is open, but some things follow, even beyond the warehouse. The past days will surely remain with you, forever. Is that a bad ending? Does that mean I need to do more? Do I need to deliver something from human resources and then I get a better ending? Or maybe that's just the ending text. Ending 1 of 200. Is it it feels like a bad ending, right? I don't know if it is, though. Maybe that is just the ending. Extra special thanks to the creators who showcased the game and you, the player, Cat lol. That's me. Take your cat and leave. Just one more package. I mean, what happens if I take the cat and leave? Does this lock me out of continuing? Maybe the cat is the final package. Isn't that such a poetic way to think about it? Maybe the final package was with us all along. The cat. I'm going to try take the cat and leave and see if we can continue our game anyway. Escape the warehouse. Dub game. Wow, and look how happy he is. He's so happy that we escaped with him. His propeller is just going nuts. Continue day 10. Okay, so we can continue. Amazing. Now, it is a shame that we would need to complete another full day in order to deliver something from HR. However, I'm going to do one last thing. I think I am done. But I do want to at least see what Dr. Jeff looks like. Because we didn't get a proper look at Dr. Jeff. So let's do that. You know what? Wow. Let's just make sure our cat is as happy as can possibly be. While we do it. Amazing. Damn it, that's cat food. Well, hopefully the automatic food dispenser will dispense that automatically and I do not need to worry. That would be pretty useful. You know what? I should have got the running shoes just to see what they were like. Oh, well, I can't afford anything else. Well, dang. Shall I just see it? Wow, look at that, and it just boosts it. Amazing. Okay, well, let's go pay a visit to Dr. Jeff. No need for any orders. And I guess we can see what happens if we run out of cat happiness while we're down here. There's only one delivery we need to worry about, and that's delivering ourselves into Dr. Jeff's moist arms. The warm and sticky embrace of Dr. Jeffrey. All right. Can we romance Jeff? I do not know if the Jeff romance route is unlocked. Maybe that's a secret ending. Maybe if you buy everything for your cat, then you unlock the Jeff romance. Right, there he is. But he shouldn't be a problem. Can I roll to seduce Jeff? You know what? You know what? Yes, you can. Because we're waiting for the cat happiness to potentially go down anyway. We're not in any big rush. I'm going to get out a D20 on my phone. You need to roll 18 or higher to seduce Jeff. Just so you know. Okay, I am rolling a D20. Has chat member seduced Jeff? You roll a 16. Close. There's a flicker of acknowledgement in Jeff's eyes before it turns to a frown. You've been rejected. Game over. All right, let's peep into the eyes of Dr. Jeff. Oh, he doesn't have eyes. Okay. We peered into the eyes, and the abyss looked back. Gosh darn. How could you not fall in love with those deep brown eyes? Deep being the optimal word. God damn. Hear me out? I'm hearing. My ears are open. I'm guessing the code is randomly generated each time you start a new game, right? It's not always going to be 5660. I guess we can test it. Let's just test it. It's not going to be the same, right? It's not going to be the same. But anyway, thanks for joining me and seeing all of Order 13. What did you think of Order 13? Because I really quite liked it. It's very simple. There's not that much in the game. Alas, no. But I think what it did well. And I do enjoy the risk and reward of, should I go for one more package? Stuff like that. I do kind of wish the Jeffs had a bit more variety. Like, one of the areas is, like, flooded. So maybe some sort of, like, aquatic monster that isn't just Jeff Bezos again would be pretty nice. Some sort of variety. Maybe one that crawls on the ceiling or something like that. An ambushing Jeff. Something. I feel like that would have maybe made it a little bit better. Just a little bit more variety. But I really did enjoy what I played of it. I hope you had fun as well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, chat. See you later. Hello there, Backseat from the Edit here. Well done for making it through an entire stream, or maybe even an entire playlist. If you weren't using these videos to fall asleep and are still awake, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and here's some options if you want to watch some more. Bye-bye.